Okay guys, it's day 3 and it's 6 in the morning. Well, it's not 6. It's 6:50. So but I had to get up at 6:30, so it feels like it's 6 in the morning. And I'm not a morning person, so it's practically the middle of the night. So for me, so as you can see, I look really rugged and worse for wear. I guess something the cat drug in. But we're gonna go head over and have breakfast and then have a safety meeting, so that because the product is arriving at 8, so, or 8:30, so we want to have breakfast and have the safety meeting before the product arrives, so we can get started on the working with the product as soon as possible. Look at the weather though. It looks like it's going to be a nice 4th of July for once, which will be lovely because the last several have been, well, the last one was rainy, and then the one before, I don't remember. I don't think it was sunny. Maybe it was hot. I don't remember, but yeah, it'll be nice to have the nice weather.
Shells can be loaded one way in the tube, and you load it the other way, they'll physically go in, but they will physically blow up the wrap. So you need 100% no failures. You have to always drop them the right way. This is actually a live shell, but I have the lift powder removed. When the product arrives, we already have a crew, and we'll probably recruit a few more people for helping to open boxes up and sort the product. And basically, once a product shell has a label on it, and we say it's clear, we'll start bringing them out. And what we do at first is we nest them. We find a hole for every shell, and you nest it so that you kind of put it on its side, so that the lift between the lift bag and the shell, it won't slide down on. Once you put this shell into the tube is now a gun. So these will work like guns, not like rockets. Once it's in the tube, E-mesh goes off, fire travels down the quick mesh, lights all that black powder. That gives you tons of expanding gases, which will push that shell out. They're pretty heavy. The actual muzzle velocity is not anything near a gun, but because these things are so big, it's kind of more like a cannon. Anything that is over the top of that tube will be gone. You can actually shoot these things through 1/2-inch plywood and they'll leave you a hole. That's why you have to be 18 or older to handle the stuff out here and treat every gun as a gun. If you can actually see the shell in the bottom of the tube, you're too close to it. You should never be able to see the shells. If for some reason someone has to get their body over to do something, that should be me. Okay? No one else. And so when we have shells out here, we have plenty of time. We walk around the racks. Don't step on wires. Don't step on the boards that have wires underneath them. Take your time. No, it's not worth anyone to get hurt. One thing too, when we get the product and the boxes, never slide them. If you have to move the box, always pick it up and move it. We don't want static electricity. They're actually fairly safe before you get the E-mesh in them. All it is cotton string that's been bathed in a black powder slurry, dried out in the sun, and then put a little paper around it. Without the paper, it travels about 1 inch per second, second and a half. Once you put the paper on it, that paper will trap the hot gases, and it quickly accelerates. Once it starts, you don't have time even to drop it.
That was fun.
That one actually was a little bit slow.
Yeah.
I dropped it in the grass earlier, and it was a little bit wet. It's still pretty fast, right? Salute. It's not quite the smallest thing we have out here, but it's close to the smallest thing out here. And we're going to launch it, right? We'll definitely have a few calls to the police, but I'm a licensed pyro, so I can do this. Once again, try to keep as little of your body. If I can hear that hit the bottom, then I just like to kind of get it out of the way so it's nice and neat. So now that is a live gun. And I can see the edge of the tube, but I can't see the shell, so I'm safe. If it goes off, it's gonna like knock me over, and the air might burn me a little bit.
Oh yeah! Let's go!
We're at the park. We just finished the safety meeting, and now we're just waiting for the product to arrive. So, yay! That's weird. Guys, I'm short on sleep, so I'm sorry if I'm weird. I'm just make weird noises, so just ignore me, okay? Just pretend I'm acting normal. Humor me, please. Update on the park bathroom. They fix this light. So these ones are still, I forgot to tell you yesterday, I found out they're motion sensitive. So on Monday, they added these, which are motion sensitive. So you'd walk in and they'd go on. But then you'd sit down on the toilet and the light would go, and they would go off. And there was no light that stayed on, so if it was dark, it would be dark. So thankfully they added the one that's on all the time, and then the motion sensitive ones turn on and off, but slowly making progress in the girls' bathroom of the park. Whew. Okay, we're gonna have to call that good on focus. Okay, so first of all, I am thankful for the split screen, which I'm not sure I'm really in focus. But second of all, mad respect for our friends the Grams, because sorry I'm like completely white. This doesn't really adjust for exposure. So anyhow, mad respect for our friends the Grams, for Corbin and Mr. Graham, because I could not vlog like this. I have to use this giant camera because my phone is out of storage. So yay. I've apparently have too many pictures and too many videos on it. So the other reason that I'm using this is because, gosh, I'm really white. Let me reset this. There we go. Okay, that's better. Okay. Still, that is way too close. Okay, there we go. Apparently I was also zoomed in. Okay. Yay, okay, that works. I just had to get everything figured out and sorted. Anyhow, what I was saying was that mad respect for Corbin and Mr. Graham, because they have to do this all the time. And my arm is killing me. So anyhow, the other reason that I'm doing this is because I can't take electronics past the caution tape where the fireworks are, where the product is. And so my phone has a really, really bad zoom. I mean, it basically has digital zoom. So that means that it's cropping the picture. So that means however detailed the picture is to start off with, it's just zooming in. So that means it's less and less quality the more zoomed in you get, which is not really good for video. So I'm gonna use this and try and zoom with it because it can zoom. So that's the other reason I'm using this. My arm is killing me. So I'm now on the other side of the tape. I actually can bring my camera, but first I have to show you the collection of cell phones, because the cell phones aren't allowed like with the fireworks product. So here is all of the cell phones. Let's see, let me flip the screen here. All the cell phones lined up.
You have to add yours.
You can see here some of the actual fireworks, and then they have, looks like they have labeled on them the size shell that they are. I'm gonna go find Abby, see if she can explain some of this to us, if she's available. Let's see. It's not live, Jaren. Hi. I gotta make sure I got you in the shot. Wow. Everyone's like lined up here at this table, all working on the fireworks. I see you must be tape girl.
I'm everything girl. I run the shells to the boxes. I bring in new shells from the table for them to do their cut to, and I tear off the tape for them.
Witty, sarcastic comments. People happy.
I see. This means that you're a must on the channel.
It's witty and sarcasm, okay?
They fall down to the hole,
earlier
they
what
fall
we
off the
did
table.
was we took these labels and matched this number right here to that number right there.
Boom.
And we had a whole bunch of boxes lined up, and we just went through and labeled them. So that's what we did in between the last clip you saw. Now we're moving the top of the match, because our match, it comes down here, and our matches can't reach there. So.
This
My name's
does.
Jaren. I'm 21. Party.
So if there's anyone who wants to invite,
Something else for you to edit.
so if there's anyone who wants to invite Jaren to a party across the United States, Corbin would invite you.
There are 2 peas in a pot, except different.
Different but similar.
Very similar.
Different keys, but same pod.
Exactly.
This looks easier than the wiring.
This is, yeah, see, this is the best day. This is what I'm saying.
I know, right?
Yeah, you have to come. You have to come, but the wiring is fun too.
Yeah. Yes.
The wiring is complicated.
Complaining about
Here you go. Yeah. That's part of the problem because my voice is so quiet. A lot of people don't hear it.
Don't be so snippy.
Oh, he told you.
I can be very loud, but
We are.
guys,
Guys, I don't think move to this. I actually don't care for you.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Oh, nice.
I'm getting extra.
I'm already liking this feature.
I'm so happy.
I know, me too.
Well, it's not rolling, is it?
No, it is. You just got blasted by a firework.
Do as Jaron says.
Special effects and
Yes.
blow up the camera.
Unfortunately, I don't have that sort of special effects. I need better editing software. I'm gonna go see if there's anyone else who is going to know what they're doing. Can you work and talk? Can you explain a little bit about what you're doing to the peeps?
What do you mean?
Like about the cakes and stuff? Like what is a cake?
Oh, okay. Well, what the cake is basically just like a bunch of like, I don't know, like 30 or so little tiny fireworks in like little tubes all bundled together, and they all fire at once. And usually they don't usually like fire little shells. They're all very different. Sometimes they just like fire little like sparkly powder that like glows in the air. Some like we have a couple down by the water that like shoot up, and they have these little shells in them that land on the water, and they have like a time delay, so you think they're all gone, and then they blow up into the air off the water. It looks really
I love those ones.
I think we have like 4 of them, and so we're just like wiring them out from a distance because they're all the way down at the end of the peninsula, and all our wiring stuff is back there. We've already wired these. I'm just making them neater,
Oh, nice.
easier for cleanup.
Thanks. These are all sorted.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So look at right there and put in the right one. If it's a tree,
Ready for racks, I believe. I'll see if I can get someone more experienced to explain it. Because I'm just kind of guessing.
Q1.
Here, hold on.
First firework of all.
Come on, focus. There we go. Nice. Heaven knows I tried. Out of you, and now it's time to let it through. So, Bethy, can you spare a little bit of time to explain a little bit what's happening here?
this is sorting to be made into chains. So we're finding as you can see here, looking at the label, where it says the Q number right here, and then you'll see a chain of 5. So we're gonna find all of the 585 siblings, and then we will make them. These will get built into these, and then these will go down the tube. So then this will go off. All of these will go up at once instead of one at a time.
Cool.
Full effect.
Yeah. Thanks, Bethy. You are doing.
We're doing the second to the last step. We're matching this number right here.
Let me focus on it.
This step is called nesting.
Yes.
Okay.
And we are matching it to the labels that we put on the other day.
So the labels that are on the.
So here, this is Q161, and this is tube 161. So I'm going to stick this down in here and just rest that on top. And then later, you'll see.
Like an egg in a nest. And then, of course, we have the clipboard to show
master
us.
sheet, so I can see. I'm looking for 187, and I can see that's right there. So that helps tell me where to go to find the right tube, so that I'm not having to stare at all the tubes to find the right one. Yeah, it depends on your methodology.
Yeah.
Give it 6 months.
Hey.
Isn't that the next holiday after 4th of July? I'm pretty sure.
No. There's Thanksgiving.
I know.
It's like
I care more about Thanksgiving than Christmas.
it's like they take out the 4th of July
I just know
stuff.
there's one of
and
those
do it
two
for
where I
Christmas.
spend more money. You realize there's only one holiday after Christmas. It's next year's 4th of July.
Yeah.
Yes. That's what Abby would say.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the only holiday that actually matters, okay?
I'm not.
Everything else is pretty much just selfish. You want to be a glutton? Do you want presents? Do you want like chocolate? Like what else is actually
I like my birthday.
selfish? Selfish much?
All right, I'm selfish. Hello, drone.
We feast on the 4th of July.
Where's Patrick? Very jealous of the drone. In case you're wondering who the owner of the drone is. Can you see the drone? Yeah, you can. That's the man over there. I was 18 8 years ago, so I think I can be back here.
8 years ago?
Wow.
Whoa! Actually, 8.5 years ago, technically, but yeah.
You're old.
Look at these shells, though. The bigger shells are the best shells. Oh, a giant one.
5-inch. We go up to 6-inch. Look at how big it is compared to my hand. Isn't this huge?
Yeah, I just got done saying that the giant ones are the best ones.
Yeah, no, really.
You can feel them in your chest.
Have you ever done this yet?
Nope. I haven't done any part of fireworks.
Alright, how are you feeling about doing it now?
I don't know. This day definitely looks like the most fun.
This day is definitely. This is the day with the highest chance of you blowing up, so that means it's the most fun.
Well, I'm sure everyone is also slightly sleep deprived, which always makes for more of a fun experience.
We're all very safe. We're all very safe. We know
Yeah.
what safety is.
Yeah. But I mean, it makes for some fun dance.
Oh yes.
Because everyone is just a little bit silly.
And everyone's inhibitions are a little bit low.
Yeah. The racks are all completely nested and ready to actually have the fireworks dropped into the tubes to be ready for the show. So they haven't done the dropping yet, but I thought I'd show you the fireworks all nested and ready to go. Alright, so you can kind of see the just the different racks here. And then you can see the wiring that Luke was working on earlier to go over to the cakes. And it goes all the way over to the peninsula over there. These just have to be dropped, and I will film that. And then it will be time for the potluck. Well, eventually. Once it gets to dinner time. Abby and Katie are working on a rack together. Dropping the shells.
Basically, we're just connecting the E-maps that we saw earlier to the fire.
I'm now zoomed up on you. Yep. Now they're like loaded cannons. Literally. There's Daddy.
We want to do our rack together.
Jaren, what? Are you going
Oh, Luke. Well, next year. Isn't it weird, Luke, to think that next year, if I help, that like all the Andrews would be old enough to drop?
Yeah.
And there it goes. I would be so nervous at that part.
Well, you can share.
No, it's not. We're not using it. Hey, Dad.
Well, it says free.
He's explaining something just so.
It's free?
No, this one is says free.
Oh, really? Oh, I'll
Yeah.
talk to my dad about
That's why I was just thinking you might want to use like one of these or something. I would.
it. Watch your stuff.
Basically, everyone around here is doing the same thing, just different racks.
How are they going to do that?
11.
Are they going to drive this way?
Yeah,
Or are you going to pick
So I'm in.
So I just realized that we never updated you on the status of the fireworks. So we finished dropping and now I'm in the car kind of trying to take a rest, and I was listening to music, that's why I have headphones in. And I'll show you what we're kind of doing right now. It's mostly just everyone's taking a break. And then as it gets later, we'll have a potluck over there. And the show will be at like 10. So there'll be some chatting and games and stuff in between. But yep, that's about what things look like right now. But I wanted to give you guys a view of the park. So everything is going to be crazy tomorrow. So I just thought that I would walk through the park, show you guys what it looks like on a normal day, and then as opposed to the 4th, which the last few years it hasn't been nearly as crazy as it has been. I think it's because weather related. Sometimes, you know, if it's good weather, people will come to the park and watch the show and hang out, listen to the music, swim, you know, do all the 4th of July-y things. But if it's bad weather, like it is cloudy and cold. But if it's like this tomorrow, there probably won't be as many people showing up. Some security kids coming up.
It's just
We have a whole squadron of them on the caution tape. It's hilarious. They're each like 12. Joking. They're older than that. Later on tonight, there will be live music down there. Well, this is interesting. This is not something you see every day. Great. This is more like the girls' bathroom line that I was telling you about the other day. Sometimes it's even longer than this. It's time for the potluck. Actually, everyone's got their food already, so I'm going to set up a time lapse so you can watch us eat. So you can see all the pyro crew and the families and friends and stuff hanging out. Okay, this is kind of horrible lighting, but it's really great lighting considering it's like 10 o'clock at night. And we are starting the cleanup. The fireworks show has ended, and we are now cleaning up. And I'm actually helping with cleanup this year, because I have to stay anyway, and there's great lighting. So I'm going to time-lapse it. I might insert some clips. Don't tell Em, but this is actually kind of fun, so I might maybe consider helping next year. No promises. Guys, future Hannah here. I was editing this video and I realized never actually came to a conclusion about the mystery person that I was trying to guess. So, kind of funny story. My mom had heard that there was someone at fireworks that we knew separate from me, and she didn't know that I hadn't guessed the person. So in the car one time we were driving along and she was like, so how did these friends know these friends? And she like mentioned them by name. So that's how I found out. I don't know, like hard feelings against my mom. I knew it was bound to happen that somebody slipped at some point. So I actually did find out who it was, but I've also found out that the 3 candidates or whoever it was that I was trying to choose between, none of them were right. They were all they were all wrong. So the guy that I said I did know someone by his name long time ago wasn't him, which is good because he was the wrong age, and I'm like, I really don't think it's him. And then it was actually someone that I had seen and dismissed because I thought he was like 40, and I'm like, it was not him. But he wasn't 40, and when he took off the baseball cap, he looked like he was like his age, and I saw him a different day after I knew that it was him, and I'm like, oh yeah, if I had seen him without the baseball cap, I 100% would have known that I knew him. I'm not sure I would have identified him, but he looked very much like the family in question. So that's how that ended up. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing if you're new, and hitting the bell button to get notifications whenever we post a video. Our social media links are in the description if you're interested, and I hope you enjoyed this very, very long journey from taking the fireworks from unprepared to completely set up and then seeing the show. So have a great July, and we will see you next week. Bye!